Friends, have a look at this question. If x square minus 5y square is equal to 1232, 1232. If x square minus 5y square is equal to 1232, how many values are possible for x and y where x and y are natural numbers? So how many values, number of values it can take? So options are 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, such a simple question it is. With just last digit logic we can solve this question. Okay, very simple. Actually this one I am writing here as a last digit logic. My dear friends, clearly it is telling x square minus 5y square is equal to 1232. Okay, so in the last I said we can completely solve it by last digit logic. So मैं last digit में 2 लिख रहा हूँ. 2 is there in the last place of the answer. Friends, first we will come to this 5y square session. You multiply any number with 5, whatever it is, square or cube or power 4 or whatever it is. If you are multiplying any natural number with 5, last digit there can be only two numbers. Either it is 0 or it is 5. Either it can be 0, the product can have 0 in the last place, or it can have 5 in the last place. There is no other way. 0 in the last place or 5 in the last place. Okay, so we know we multiply any number, not only square, cube or power 4, whatever it may be, whatever the product you take, whatever the natural number you take, you multiply with 5, in the last place it can be 0 or it can be 5. There is no third way for it. So there are two options now. So this product can have, this complete product can have 0 in the last place, or this complete product can have 5 in the last place. Now my dear friends, here there is a minus symbol, and in the result there is only one number in the last place, that is 2. That is 2. 2 must come, there is no other way. So if it is 0 and here we have got 2, in this square number there can be 2 in the last place. There can be 2 in the last place. Because 2 minus 0 in the last place it will give 2, or there can be 7 in the last place. Because 7 minus 5 in the last place it will give you 2. There are only two options. Okay, either 2 minus 0 you will get 2 here, or 7 minus 5 you will get 2 here. There are only two chances. Okay, so this is the way it goes. But my dear friends, here x square is a perfect square. X square is a perfect square number. This number is a perfect square. And you know very well, in the last place of a perfect square, what number should come in the last place of a perfect square? Perfect square के लिए, perfect square, last digit must be only these 6, 0 or 1 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 9. Okay, 2, 3, 7, 8 will not come in the last place. If a number needs to be perfect square, in the units place there should be only 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. 2, 3, 7, 8 cannot come in the units place of the perfect square number. But here there are only two options you got. In one option, this is a perfect square number. Either you should have a perfect square which is ending with 2, or you should have a perfect square number which is ending with 7. Both are impossible. So ये भी possible नहीं है, ये भी possible नहीं है. You cannot find any perfect square number which ends with 2 and 7. They are banned from the list. 2, 3, 7, 8 cannot come, and you have 2 and 7 here. So there is no way that you can make this equation true. ऐसा कोई मान नहीं है. There is no such value. That means there are 0 values. 0 is the answer. 0 is the answer. So 2 and 7. You need a perfect. Finally, where we have arrived, we need such a number which is a perfect square which end with 2 or 7, which is impossible. I cannot find that number because I can have only 0, 1, 4, 6, 5, 6 and completely with last digit logic. Everywhere we have checked the last digit, even in the square section also. So what is the, ऐसा कोई मान नहीं है जो जिसको ये equation को satisfy कर सकते. There are no values which can satisfy this equation because I cannot find any perfect square which end with 2, 3, 7 or 8. That is the reason why 0 is the correct answer for this question. Friends, let us have a look at this question. What is the least possible integer that should be added to 784 into 785 into 786 into 787 to make it a perfect square? Obviously, these are 4 consecutive natural numbers. 4 successive or consecutive, लगातार. So 4 consecutive natural numbers are given, 784, 785, 786, 787, their product. What is the least possible? What is the minimum number, natural number or integer that should be added? Because 0 is also there, that's why he is mentioning the word integer. Nothing should be added or something should be added. If that is something, what is that something? Is it 1, 2 or 3? So it is a very easy question. First of all, you should know a basic rule. If you know that rule, you can answer this type of question in just 2 seconds. You can just put the option like that. What is that rule? The rule is very simple. If A, B, C, D are natural numbers. What kind of natural numbers? 4 consecutive natural numbers. Consecutive natural numbers. If A, B, C, D are 4 consecutive natural numbers, then A into B into C into D plus 1 is always a perfect square. A into B into C into D plus 1 is always a perfect square. Okay, so this is how it goes. So that means you can think like not only A, B, C, D, A plus 1, A plus 2, A plus 3, like that. Okay, or some people will tell like this also. If A plus 1, A plus 2, A plus 4, so A into A plus 1 into A plus 2 into A plus 3 plus 1 whole plus 1. This is nothing but a perfect square if A is a natural number. You can check if you want. Both are same. A, B, C, D should be 4. Both are same. Suppose with the numbers we will check. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. What is 1 into 3 into 2, 2 into 3 into 4? 24. 24 plus 1. So 24 plus 1, 24 plus 1 is equal to 25. 25 is nothing but 5 square. That is a perfect square. And something like this, 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. What is 2 into 3 into 4 into 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 24 5s are 120 plus 1, 120 plus 1 is equal to 121, that is equal to 11 square. So any 4 consecutive numbers, natural numbers you take, any 4 consecutive natural numbers, multiply them, add 1. Multiply them, take the product, add 1, that will be a perfect square. That will be a perfect square. Some more examples also I can show. 4 into 5 into 6 into 7. 4 5s are 20, 26 are 120, 120 into 7 is equal to 840. 840. 840 plus 1, 841. What is 841? 841 is nothing but 29 square. 841 is nothing but 29 square. Perfect square. So what is the answer? Least possible integer should be added to 4 consecutive natural numbers are given. So what should we add to make it a perfect square? Answer is always same, that is 1. Friends, let us have a look at this question. The square root of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on up to 64, and then they came again in the descending orders, plus 63 plus 62 plus so on up to 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. And what is the square root of the sum of these numbers? Basically what they did, they started from 1 and went in the ascending order and they came up to a maximum number. In this case it is 64. And again they started writing the numbers in the descending order and they came back to 1. They wrote all these numbers like this. It is just like a palindrome series, 1 to 64 and then 64 to 1, ascending order and then descending order. They added up all these numbers and obviously they will get a sum, and they are asking what will be the square root of this sum. So first of all, we should know, there are some important points that we should know, because we don't know whether it is a perfect square or a non-perfect square. So that's why there is some subject that you should know, a concept that you should know before solving these kind of questions. My dear friends, the concept is, you start from 1 and write the numbers in the ascending order, and after reaching a certain highest number of your choice, and again start writing the numbers in the descending order, just like a palindrome series. Add up that numbers. If you add these numbers in this way, the sum, whatever the sum you are going to get, will be a perfect square. It will be a perfect square, no doubt about it. Clearly you can see 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6, 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So clearly the sum is 9. 9 is nothing but perfect square, which is in turn equal to 3 square. Okay, you can go on in the same, anything, you can go to any, suppose 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, up to 5 I have written, plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So 15 plus 10, this is equal to, this sum is nothing but equal to 25. 25 is nothing but equal to 5 square. 25 is nothing but equal to 5 square. 25 is nothing but equal to 5 square. Okay. So this is how it is going to work. So clearly it is given. Obviously when they are writing square root, what is the square root of this number? What is the square root of this number? That means they are asking what is the square root of 9? What is the square root of 3 square? So it will be 3. That means it is nothing but this number. It is nothing but this number. Clearly you can see here. So here this sum is 25. When they are asking what is the square root of 24, square root of 25, square root of 5 square. So 5 is coming. What is the 5 number? The highest number that you have selected. The highest number that you have selected will be the square root. Okay. So that means, can I say like this? So general form is, when you are writing 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on up to n minus 1 plus n plus again n minus 1 and so on up to like this, if you go 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. And this sum will be equal to n square. This sum will be equal to n square. If anybody is asking what is the square root, obviously that will become a square root of n square. So that is nothing but n. So in this case, starting from 1 they have gone up to 64. In this case they gone up to 64 and again they came back to 1. The process, the format is satisfied. So first of all, what is this sum equal to? This sum is equal to 64 square, and they are asking the square root, and square and root get cancelled. What is the square root? This highest number itself. This is nothing but the square root of this sum. This is nothing but the square root of this sum. Friends, one more point I want to say, some students are getting confused. You cannot start this pattern from somewhere in the middle. You need to start from 1. Go in the ascending order and stop at a number of your choice, which you select as the highest number, and then again start in the descending order and reach up to 1. Then only this rule is valid. Many students are getting confused. That means some students are asking me, sir, if I take a random margin, suppose if I take some random margin 2, 3, 4, and again if I come up to 2, will it be equal to 4 because 4 is the highest number? No. This rule is not applicable for these kind of numbers. You must start from 1, reach a highest number, and again you go in the descending order up to 1. If you miss any number in the middle, in the first, in the last, this rule is not going to work. Okay. So I hope you understood this question logic.